With Grandmaster Alexei Shirov. Finished your game with Gabriel Sargsyan, and it was a draw in the Slav defense, a line you're very familiar with. How was it for you to play this game?
Well, okay, there a lot can be talked about Botvinnik variation, and since I still played, it's hard for me to reveal any secrets, although there are practically no secrets in that variation anymore. But all I can say is that, okay, White has some opportunities maybe to try for a win in those lines, but always, if he really tries, it's involved with some risks. So my opponent went for a very, I would say, safe continuation, if you can say these words about continuation that involves the sacrifice of 2 rooks. So it was clear that my opponent did not mind to make a draw in this game. And okay, when you are black, normally you don't mind it either. I mean, you on this level, if you are black, you can start thinking about win only round, move 20-30 if something happens before. But so I'm fine with my result and with my game.
So when you're an expert in a line and you're fully familiar with it, and you've played so many games in that line, how difficult is it not to rush during the game, during those opening moves, and always keep an eye out?
Well, first of all, he didn't rush either, so okay, what can I say? I mean, so actually I was walking around looking at other games because the position I was familiar with, and then okay, there are some places where you can choose at least, so at least you have to think, I mean, what might expect you in every line that you choose. So
the tournament is now over for you, 11 rounds. When you look back at the 11 games, what are the highlights? Which were the most interesting games for you personally?
Well, I don't think I can highlight any games because I cannot be really satisfied with the level of my play. For example, starting from round 6, I was mostly on defensive side. The only exception was yesterday when I was clearly better, but still the position was too complicated for me and time was also running, and then I just misplayed everything and should probably have lost. So at the end I had to be happy to draw, although if you look at the position I had around move 25-30, of course I would not be happy with the draw. But what I want to say is from round 6 to round 11, this was the only opportunity where I could really think about winning the game. So that means that actually my level is below that level on the higher part of the tournament, so I can be happy.
Just about that, you were one of the leaders in this tournament here, and you stand serious chances to qualify for the FIDE Grand Prix. If you do, you will be one of the...
Well, first of all, about the FIDE Grand Prix, I only learned yesterday, shortly before pairings, so that's says something about FIDE communication, right?
Yes.
So better we don't talk more about that, I think.
Okay,
yeah.
and
which I think is totally abnormal. I mean, all those rounds, I think, okay, I only have chances, let's say, to be in top 2, which I thought was a bit unrealistic, or I simply want to have, okay, good performance. So I thought I'm only playing for one of those 2 things. And about FIDE Grand Prix, suddenly yesterday during the dinner, my teammate David Anton just told me this, but he himself only learned it maybe 2 days before. So okay, so this is FIDE communication. Okay,
well, good of you to mention. I'm sure FIDE will and should take note. And if you go to the Grand Prix, and altogether looking at this tournament as well, you're one of the most...
I don't talk about ifs. I mean, if I'm qualified for Grand Prix, I can answer that question. Before, it makes no sense.
Okay, but overall we can conclude that this was a good, enjoyable tournament for you.
Well, okay. No, I don't think there was anything to enjoy, but at least I'm happy with my result.
Okay, well, at least you're happy with something. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.